You know that feeling, right? That awkward, kind of painful first conversation with someone new? Well, today we're going to break down a really simple but powerful framework that can completely change those moments from stressful to, believe it or not, effortless. Just think about the last time you met someone new, maybe at a party or a conference or even just in line for coffee. Did it feel a little intense? Like this back and forth, high stakes interrogation? Yeah, you are not alone. It's a trap we all fall into. Yes, the usual suspects, the big three questions. They seem totally harmless, but what they really do is instantly put people on the spot. It forces them to sort of justify themselves to a complete stranger. It feels less like a chat and more like a pop quiz, doesn't it? And that's really the heart of the problem. The whole thing becomes this transactional exchange of data points, not the real, genuine connection that we're all actually hoping for. But here's the good news. There is a much better way to do this. And that better way is called the location anchor framework. It's just a simple shift, really, but it completely changes the entire dynamic of a conversation right from the very first word. I mean, this really shows you the difference in the vibe, right? The old way is all about pressure, that awkward interview feel. But the location anchor, that's all about shared experience, which leads to a totally natural connection. So how on earth does it actually work? Okay, so here's the secret sauce. A location anchor means you just start with the room. That's it. Before you ask any of those personal questions, you make a comment about your shared environment, something you are both literally seeing or hearing, or maybe even smelling in that exact moment. I love this analogy. Think about it. Asking what do you do is like you're on opposite sides of a door just quizzing each other. But using a location anchor, well, that's like you both turn, look at the door together, and then you walk through it side by side. You're instantly on the same team. So to really get why this is so effective, let's use a super simple analogy that we can all relate to. Think of it like connecting to Wi-Fi. You know this rule, right? If you want to airdrop a photo to your friend, you both have to be on the same Wi-Fi or at least have your Bluetooth on. You can't just throw the file out into the universe and hope it gets there. The exact same thing is true for conversation. So it all comes down to this two-step process. Step one is you have to connect to the signal, which is your shared environment. That's the location anchor. And only after you've done that can you move to step two, sending the file, which is, the actual conversation. The big idea here is so simple but so deep. You have to connect before you can communicate. Okay, so we get the what and the why. Makes sense. So now let's get into the how. How do you actually put this into practice? Well, the source material breaks this down into three really simple, almost game-like levels to help you build the skill up. We're going to start with easy mode. This one's called the vibe check. This is your go-to, your all-purpose conversation starter. It's all about making a general comment on the physical space or just the atmosphere of the place you're in. Okay, here's a perfect example. You're in a coffee shop, you can both smell the coffee, so you comment on that shared thing, and then you just follow it up with a really simple blow-sticks question. Easy, right? All right, let's level up. Next is medium mode, the observational compliment. Now, this one requires you to be just a little bit more specific. You're not just commenting on the general vibe, you're actually noticing a particular detail about the event or the place itself. See how that works? You're at some event, it's totally packed. That's something you're both observing. And by commenting on it and asking about something related, like the nightmare of parking, you're immediately connecting over something you both probably just went through. And finally, for all you advanced players out there, we have challenge mode, the shared struggle. Now, I gotta say, this one is fascinating. It's all about pointing out some minor, mutual problem to create an instant feeling of camaraderie. This is just genius. It's a little bit funny, it's self-deprecating, and it immediately creates this little we're in this together bond over something totally minor. It is such a powerful way to break the ice and make the other person feel like your ally, not some person you're interviewing. So let's wrap this all up. What is the big takeaway here? It's about giving yourself a new default, a new go-to move for starting a conversation that actually builds a connection from the very first word. It really just boils down to this super simple formula. 1, start with the room. 2, comment on a shared experience. 3, ask a related question. If you do those things, you're not just making small talk anymore, you're actually creating a real connection. So I'm going to leave you with this challenge. Don't just file this away in your brain somewhere. Actually try it. Look around you right now, wherever you are. What's the shared experience? What's the common ground? Go on. What's your next location anchor?